good. How's yours?
That's scratch.
No.
Dirty.
Well, I know they're dirty. They're not scratched. Good morning. It is Tuesday. We are just got done dropping Jace off at school. Now I'm going out to let the chickens out. They're probably pretty mad at me. They usually are let out at about 6:30, but kind of had a slower start to the morning, so they're getting let out now. It's about almost 8 o'clock, so an hour and a half past wake up time for them. I'm gonna let them out, and then I gotta go inside and pack lunch and get ready to go off to work. I think it's safe to say they're ready to get out. We let this side out first, and then this side, because of the rooster. Getting my bag ready to go to work here. Got Jace off to school, John off to work. Dog's taken care of, chickens are taken care of. Lunch is packed. Sunglasses. And make sure I got my phone. You're on my phone. Have you ever done that before? I have. Talking on the phone, can't find your phone? Yeah. And then I gotta get my water cup filled up with some ice. And then we're ready to roll to work. 4 minutes late. All right, cups filled up. Gotta get my shoes on and out the door we go. Alright, it is 5:08. I just left work, headed home, and we are going to get the next couple of tasks done on the list. I've got a load of laundry in the washer that needs switched over. I gotta pull a load out of the dryer, and I think that was all that I left at home to accomplish when I got home from work, outside of what was on my green Post-it note list. So we'll get that knocked out when we get home. Made steak for my husband for the fridge. He's doing more of a carnivore type lifestyle of eating, so I always try and make him a couple when I know I've got the cast iron skillet out. I don't use recipes when I cook. I just kind of wing it with what I have in my fridge. So I knew I had some banana peppers that needed to be used, so I started with that. Then I had half of an onion from lunch on Sunday. I've got 3 bags of Brussels sprouts because my husband loves Brussels sprouts. I had a pack of chicken from Sam's Club. So just threw all of that in the skillet. Just kind of feeling a little bit of like an Italian balsamic vinaigrette vibe. So just cooked that down, simmered it, kind of make attempt of a glaze, but it would have to simmer a while to get that. But kind of the idea behind the meal for dinner tonight. So I am going to sit down, eat my dinner, and then after that, I'm going to lacto ferment the rest of the banana peppers, probably go to the garden, see if I have any extra that I can pick to get those fermented. And then after that, I'm going to go back to my Post-it note list and try and get at least the mason jars knocked off for tonight. Dinner's done. I'm going to put what's left over in containers. Little life hack for you. When I put leftovers away, I put them in lunch size containers. That way, when I'm packing my lunch in the morning, getting ready to go to work, they're just easy to grab straight out of the fridge. You don't have to open up a bigger container, put it down in a smaller one. They're pre-portioned and ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to get this put in the containers, wash dishes, and then we'll be ready to move on to the next assignment. This right here is what I was telling you all about. So we don't have actual drinking cups. As you can see, we've got mugs for the espresso machine. And these three I use for making tea in winter time. These three are used for espresso, along with these smaller half pint jars. And then these 4 mugs are our kids's, and those go with them when they grow up and leave. So, with that being said, when my kids empty the dishwasher or put dishes away for me, rather than putting all the canning lids and rings where they belong, they throw them in this container here for the few canning jars that I actually have in the cabinet for drinking. And honestly, by the end of summer, when canning's in full swing, those end up going into the cabinet and have canned goods in them. So those honestly go away too. So this is the container here that I need to go through, clean out, take the excess back to where the rest of my canning lids and rings are, and just kind of tighten this up. Farmhouse, so storage is kind of limited. This used to be a clubhouse, so this back room needs to be severely renovated. I keep all the canning supplies in this cabinet right here. It doesn't hold a lot, but I work with the space I have. Holy moly. that process is done. So that's all the jars I have left. Probably have to go out and buy more, far from canning being over, but I buy them as I need them. I don't go out and buy them in excess. Let's see. That test is done. Cross it off. Okay, change of plans. I discovered I had all these pepperoncinis in the fridge that needed to be addressed. So we are going to crudely chop these up. Got the canner going for those. And then once we get the pepperoncinis in the canner, then we're going to switch gears to tomatoes. We're going to call it a night. Recipe is a tablespoon of peppercorns, optional red peppers. We like things spicy, so add those in, and a clove of garlic in the bottom of each jar. So out of all those pepperoncinis, this is what we yielded jar-wise, 3 pint-sized jars. To this, we are going to add the brine. And then once that's done, we're going to add it to the canner once that comes to a boil. I like to just take a knife, run it around the sides of the jars, knock out any air pockets. I found that with these pepperoncinis that there's a lot of air pockets that get stuck down in the jars. So this is definitely what I would do this step on. ended up yielding 2 quart jars of diced tomatoes, 1 pint. I had 1 not sealed down. It siphoned out, as you can tell by the mess here. So that's just in the fridge. That one will have to be eaten. I've already put the pepperoncinis away. I got 3 pint jars of that. So this is where my extra food storage is currently hanging out. Working on transitioning this closet into more food storage and less stuff storage, but that obviously takes time. So just working on getting all my canned goods put back here for storage and then head off to work.